Today, we are diving into something really different, a new model for social empowerment called Life Navigation University. It's a system designed to go after our toughest social challenges, things like homelessness and recidivism, by tackling a problem we often overlook, the human element. Let's take a look at how it works.
So to really get what they're doing, we have to start with this big question. We all tend to blame the paperwork, the red tape, the endless waiting for why social services fail. But what if the real roadblock is something else entirely? Something happening, or not happening, between people.
All right, here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to pinpoint this unseen barrier. Then, we'll explore LNU's incredible solution, what they call a University for Thriving, which is powered by a pretty wild combination of tech and human touch. After that, we'll dig into the real-world impact, and we'll wrap up with an invitation for you to help make this vision a reality. Okay, let's get right into it. Section 1. We have to start by really understanding the problem LNU is trying to solve. And spoiler alert, they argue we've been looking in the wrong place this whole time. They've got a name for it: human friction. Think about it. It's all that conflict, the total lack of trust, the feeling that nobody is actually listening. This stuff drains the energy out of everybody involved, both the people trying to get help and the folks trying to provide it. It basically kills any chance of a good outcome before you even get started.
And this friction, it doesn't hit everyone the same way. It really creates this tangled mess of challenges that lands hardest on marginalized communities. The very people who are already navigating systemic barriers are the ones who get hit with the most disengagement, making their climb to a stable life that much more difficult.
So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where Life Navigation University flips the script entirely. It's about moving away from a system that's just about checking boxes and toward a model that's actually built for people to thrive. Now, just look at this comparison. It says it all, right? The old way is about compliance, it's about paperwork first. The system basically asks, what's wrong with you? But the LNU way, it's a total 180. It starts with real engagement, with stories and connection. It asks, what are your strengths? It's a shift from a one-way street to a dynamic exchange where everybody benefits. I love this quote, sharpening the axe before cutting the tree. It's such a perfect way to think about their philosophy. Instead of jumping right into goals and to-do lists, LNU takes the time to understand a person's story, their assets, their strengths. They sharpen the axe first, so that when it's time to tackle the big stuff, you're actually ready. Okay, so how do they actually do all this? Well, this is where it gets really cool. The secret sauce is this power duo, a combination of two things you might not expect to see together: advanced AI technology and deeply human peer support. Let's start with the tech. Meet Personos.ai, and I want to be really clear. This is not your average AI chatbot. This is a tool that has been built from the ground up specifically to help with coaching and relationship building, the very core of what LNU does. What makes it so different? It's these 5 unique filters. First, privacy is locked down tight with a special algorithm. Second, it works hard to filter out the biases you see in other AIs to make sure it's fair. Third, it's totally human-centric. It's there to help a coaching relationship, not take it over. Fourth, you've got top-level data security. And finally, and this is key, it understands context, because users actually train it with their own story. This is how you build trust with tech. But, and this is maybe the most important part, the AI is an assistant. It's not a replacement for a human being. Think of it like a smart partner that helps a coach remember all the important details from someone's story, so they can focus on the person right in front of them. And the data shows that the best outcomes happen when the coach and the member are using this tool together. And that brings us to the other half of the power duo, which is absolutely essential, the human element. The guides at LNU are peer specialists. These are people with lived experience who can genuinely look at you and say, hey, I've been there. The very first meeting isn't about a form, it's a conversation that builds something called a Thrive Report, which is all about your assets. It's a true partnership of equals. Okay, so the model sounds incredible, right? But the big question is always, does it actually work? And, for the people who make decisions, does it make financial sense? So let's look at the data that proves the return on this investment. Get ready for this number. For a $2 million investment to get LNU up and running, a city could see potential cost savings of up to $50 million. 50 million. That's because you're cutting the massive downstream costs of things like recidivism, ER visits, and long-term instability. It's an incredible ROI. And here's just one example. Let's look at recidivism. The goal is to slash that rate by at least 20%. This chart gives you a visual of what that difference looks like. And it's not just about saving money, it's about changing lives. It's about breaking cycles and helping people build a new path forward. This brings us to the final, and frankly, the most important section. An incredible vision like this needs partners. It needs investors to bring it to life. LNU is inviting people to join what they call the Hope Club, a group of funders who are ready to build a scalable, sustainable future for everyone.
You know, for any new venture, you have to ask, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the potential reward worth all the effort? And the answer here is a confident absolutely. The social return, the financial return, it's enormous. This isn't just about donating to a cause, it's about investing in a system that's actually designed to work. And there are really clear, concrete ways to get involved. They're looking for founding funders to get the pilot program off the ground, they're looking for nonprofits to integrate this model and offer it to their clients, and they're looking for strategic advisors to help guide the way. It's a chance for anyone who sees the potential here to jump in.
So, we'll leave you with this final question. Life Navigation University has laid out a powerful, thoughtful blueprint for change. It's one that respects human dignity while using technology for good. The plan is here. So the question now is, for the funders, for the community leaders, for all the changemakers out there, are you ready to help build it?